2018 SEAT Leon X-PERIENCE 2014-2018 Review. The good points of SEAT Leon X-PERIENCE 2014-2018. Sharp yet rugged styling. Decent they are driving. Spacious, practical interior. Well equipped. The bad points of SEAT Leon X-PERIENCE 2014-2018. Limited choice in engines and trims. Leon Street may make more sense for many. Expensive top-spec models. Some will quickly realize interior dull. Take one examine any estate car brochure so you'll soon realize how active manufacturers love to think their clients are, the sort of people who cycle up a mountain every Saturday morning and go whitewater rafting with a Sunday. The SEAT Leon X-PERIENCE is truly one of those cars which fits the bill with this kind of lifestyle, at the least according to SEAT. It's in line with the SEAT Leon Street estate, but has become jacked up somewhat, had some black plastic cladding included in the exterior and given all-wheel drive. It doesn't contain the class to itself though, with in-house rivals such as the Volkswagen Golf Alltrack and Skoda Octavia Scout to handle, together with upmarket rivals such as the Audi A4 Allroad and Volvo V60 Cross Country. Not only this, it has to ward off competition from your fiercest of competition, the ever-expanding crossover small SUV class. Off-road ability, everyday practicality. The Leon X-PERIENCE is using the capable and capacious Leon Street Estate model, and advantages from that car's impressive 587-liter boot 1,470 liters with rear seats folded but adds 28 mm to your ride height in conjunction with chunky plastic body cladding. It also features four-wheel drive, which channels capacity to whichever on the four wheels possesses essentially the most grip at a point, though in normal driving conditions it uses front-wheel drive to further improve efficiency. Without an avid off-road mode or hill descent control, it's not only a true off-roader, nevertheless it can take care of heavily rutted roads and supplies reassurance on the extra traction if affords in wet, muddy, wintry, or simply plain miserable conditions. Engine and trim choice. There's just one engine with two different power outputs available, a familiar 2.0-liter TDI turbodiesel that's seen in several VW, Audi and Skoda models, along with other seats. Buyers can select from a 150 horsepower version, that is only available having a 6-speed manual gearbox, while those trying to find more power can choose a 184 horsepower model paired that has a 6-speed DSG dual-clutch automatic gearbox. There are two trim choices, again influenced by which engine you end up picking. The 150 horsepower diesel can be purchased in SEAT Technology trim, whilst the higher-powered model is limited in SEAT Luxe form. All models come set with standard equipment though, that's reassuring for the X-PERIENCE's relatively high price in the top on the Leon range. If you may stretch towards the price in the higher-spec, higher-powered 2.0-liter TDI SEAT Luxe, the DSG gearbox suits the automobile's nature wonderfully indeed, and creates an excellent all-rounder that's punchy, refined and economical. It also has the many equipment you may ask for in the family car, too. Well-built, practical interior. The standard sports seats in advance offer an ideal mixture of support, comfort and adjustability while being easily obtainable in cloth, Alcantara and leather trim. A smattering of X-PERIENCE badges feature throughout and rear seat passengers enjoy ample leg and headroom. The X-PERIENCE comes fitted having a large and clear 8.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system as standard with SATNAV, DAB radio and Bluetooth connectivity, and it's all super easy to use. You can pay extra to get a more feature-packed system that incorporates Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, together with an upgraded subwoofer and 3D maps. In the boot you'll choose the same split-level load floor like other Leon Street models, and size continues to be same due to clever packaging with the 4-wheel drive system. Swapping through the 587-liter space to your maximum 1,470-liter capacity is the flick of any lever away too, as a result of remote backrest releases inside sidewalls on the boot. The verdict: for most, the normal Leon Street will suffice. In the end, most buyers, despite what the brochure might depict, will pay out more time on the DIY store than within the side of any mountain. But for the small selection of who are willing to pay extra, want the experience's rugged looks and go-anywhere image, or genuinely need the extra functionality and reassuring ability in the 4-wheel drive, it's an ideal choice. Watch on with the expert SEAT Leon X-PERIENCE review. Diesel power is the best only choice. Manual and DSG auto options. Both are punchy and responsive. There are just 2 engine options inside Leon X-PERIENCE -150 horsepower or 184 horsepower versions in the same 2.0-liter turbodiesel engine. Their engines found elsewhere inside Leon range, and in addition they remain being punchy and strong options with this X-PERIENCE. At the heart from this X-PERIENCE's appeal is its Haldex all-wheel drive system. It's a part-time arrangement that can send capacity to whatever wheel has by far the most traction for your conditions. It doesn't drastically affect performance, though you will find there's slight weight penalty thanks on the extra hardware. Choose the entry-level 2.0-liter with 150 horsepower and 320 Nm of torque. Along with the Leon X-PERIENCE will complete the sprint from 0-62 miles per hour in a mere 8.7 seconds, and carry on to a 129 miles per hour top speed. It's an easy and willing performer, with the even SP watch of torque from 1,750 revolutions per minute to 3,000 revolutions per minute, making to get a flexible response and spirited acceleration in spite of gear selected. Should take a look at want to exercise your left leg in any respect, the 184 horsepower version with the same 2.0-liter diesel engine is solely provided by the excellent 6-speed DSG dual-clutch automatic gearbox. Well-judged ratios and smooth quick shifting out of this gearbox mean this model can accelerate from 0-62 miles per hour within 7.1 seconds. It's the identical engine you'll find within a VW Golf GTD, so it's not surprising it's as quick because it is. Equally potent to use mid-range, as a result of 380 Nm of torque it'll accelerate each of the way to 139 miles per hour too. However, actually, the real difference between the two engines isn't as noticeable as you may expect. Handling is tidy, or even exciting. Blends comfort and sportiness adequately. Drive modes entirely on faster models. If you would like to take advantage in the firm's drive profile system, which alters the steering, engine, climate control and, where fitted, the DSG dual-clutch gearbox responses, you must opt for your SEAT Lux model. Regardless, unlike other Leon models, there's no solution to add the dynamic chassis control DCC, which alters the damper's reactions. Still, swapping between eco, normal, sport and individual modes does produce a noticeable alternation in steering weight, though crucially you can forget feel through the rim. We'd leave the steering in normal whether it were us, sport simply becoming heavier than necessary. All X-PERIENCE models have raised comfort suspension, so sharp handling isn't really this car's forte. That said, the Leon Street the car is dependent on has always felt light on its feet with quick, faithful and neutral responses to inputs, with lots of grip and neat handling. Adding an all-wheel drive system just has improved the first kind, and regardless of the weather the Leon ST Experience holds on tight towards the road below with hardly any body roll. It'll even venture off-road with aplomb, the 28mm higher ground clearance, and will tackle rutted roads with confidence along with the four-wheel drive system, meaning shallow inclines and declines pose little problem. Even if this is not only a veritable Land Rover Defender rival within the muddy stuff, it can allow proprietors to venture slightly further away from the beaten track than regular Leon ST owners can. It'll generate a great tow cart too, that has a braked towing capacity of 2,000 kilograms for your manual gearbox and 1,600 kilograms with the DSG automatic. Tidy interior is not hard to navigate. Materials are of audio quality. Very easy to get comfortable. We've been a fan from the Leon's interior, managing to blend quality materials with sharp contemporary design, as well as the experience isn't different. In fact, make an attempt to tell the main difference between this car's cabin and that on the 5-door hatchback, 3-door SC and the street estate it's dependent on, and you should look close. There are changes though, namely some orange stitching for that seats and leather leader and a smattering of experience badges. Talking of such chairs, there's the option for cloth, a brown Alcantara and leather mixture or full leather coverings. Choose the Alcantara option as well as the tactile suede-alike material makes its way to the door panels to increase comfort a lot more. It will make the Leon feel more upmarket. As with all the rest with the range, the seats are perfectly comfortable and give plenty of adjustment, along with the neat 3-spoke controls. Otherwise the dashboard layout is often intuitive, with solid and neatly detailed VW Group switchgear including simple to make use of climate controls and row of buttons forward from the gear lever easily attainable. Just below this row of controls is really a handy cubby hole lidded on early Leon models. The good news is open caused by lid quality problems that's perfect for cell phones or sunglasses cases. The lidded cubby underneath the front seat armrest is around the small side, as well as the glove box is slightly compromised with the CD player to the infotainment system, but in addition to the decent-sized door bins there needs to be enough storage for many users' needs. Maneuvering throughout the trip computer's information or governing the SEAT event infotainment method is simple, and also the high-quality screens both main device and between instruments produces pleasant viewing. All models come which has a slick 8.0-inch touchscreen that's crisp and super easy to operate. Comfort levels are impressive. Suspension is sensible. Not too harsh, not very soft. Just one check out a brochure implies that SEAT Leon Experience comfort will probably score highly, with every example coming fitted with raised comfort suspension. Despite the taller springs, and slight weight increase through the 4-drive all-wheel drive system, the Leon rides very comfortably indeed. To get fair, the taller profile tires about the 17 or 18-inch wheels could possibly be contributing to this. Certainly it's more compliant as opposed to for specified Leon ST models which often can feel overly stiff on the rear, and unless it's a hulking great speed hump or deep pothole, the Leon Experience simply shrugs imperfections off without fuss. The sports-style seats, whether are covered in cloth, leather or Alcantara, offer a good amount of support, adjustment along with the leader in comfort. The Alcantara-clad versions also watch their simulated suede on top of the door cards, so elbow leaners wind up nestling up beside soft, warm and tactile material as an alternative to cold hard plastic of other versions. Rear seat occupants benefit from a good amount of space too, and no matter where you sit there's little from the way or tire roar or wind noise either. At a constant cruise the Leon Experience is hushed and refined. Choice of 2 Leon Experience trim levels. Both are very well equipped to the money. Optional extras could be added. If you're expecting a massive and varied selection of trim levels and options together with the SEAT Leon X-PERIENCE, then you're going to become sorely disappointed. You will discover just 2 trim levels to decide on between, say Technology and say Luxe. Standard SEAT Leon X-PERIENCE equipment. Based within the Leon Street Estate, the X-PERIENCE sits 28 mm more than the car, due to extended suspension springs and larger tires. Chunky plastic bumper and wheel arch extensions and aluminum look scuff plates in the front and rear complement this jacked-up look. Say Technology models come generously equipped while using following: 18-inch alloy wheels, LED headlights, electric folding door mirrors, Alcantara upholstery, dual-zone climate control, cruise control, rear parking sensors, convenience pack, including automatic lights and wipers and auto-dimming rear-view mirror, 8.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system with SATNav, Bluetooth, DAB radio, voice control and 2 USB ports. Autonomous emergency braking. SEAT Technology cars come fitted with 9 airbags as standard, 4 drive all-wheel drive and XDS electronic differential lock. Move nearly say Luxe, and you reap the benefits of SEAT drive profile, switchable drive modes to toggle between eco, normal, sport and individual settings with the engine, steering, climate control and gearbox only on DSG models. Chrome roof rails, black leather upholstery, electric driver's seat, winter pack, heated front seats, headlight washers and heated washer nozzles. Optional SEAT Leon X-PERIENCE extras. Accessories with the Leon X-PERIENCE are rather limited, but we have a selection of bundled option packs with key equipment included. There are 2 numbers of driver assistance packs, with Driving Assistance Pack 1 coming rich in beam assist and lane assist, while Driving Assistance Pack 2 incorporates traffic sign recognition on top from the first pack. There's also the Advanced Comfort and Driving Pack 1, including Driving Assistance Pack 1 and adding Traffic Jam Assist and Emergency Assist, as the Advanced Comfort and Driving Pack 2 includes the aforementioned, but replaces the Driving Assistance Pack 1 with Pack 2. Park Assistance Pack adds front and back parking sensors and also a rear view camera, whilst the Safety Pack adds tiredness recognition as well as a seat belt reminder to the rear seats. Some individual solutions include keyless entry and ignition with wireless phone charging, and also adaptive cruise control, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto via SEAT's full link system, a panoramic sunroof, plus an upgraded speakers and navigation system. Leon safety levels Awachi high. 5 stars from Euro NCAP for regular Leon. Extra safety features may be added. It's unlikely which the SEAT Leon X-PERIENCE may have its safety levels verified that has a specific Euro NCAP crash test, though the Leon hatchback was through its paces and awarded it the whole 5 stars back 2012. As such, a normal Leon Street X-PERIENCE are expected to become just as safe. Regardless of how many % it scores for adult, child and pedestrian safety, the Leon is set with safety kit as standard. 9 airbags, including one with the driver's knees, are fitted as standard and ISOFIX mounting points are found within the outer rear seats. In relation to its active safety, adaptive cruise control with brake function can be obtained as an option, out-of-the-box lane departure warning plus a city brake function to discover slow-moving or stationary objects that might be involved in the collision without driver intervention. Tiredness recognition alerts the trucker if they are fatigued enough to require a quick break from driving unwind. Should the worst happen with an accident is unavoidable, the normal multi-collision brake system applies the anchors after a primary impact in order to lessen the chances of any secondary incident with passing vehicles or scenery. There are a lot of driver assistance systems bundled into option packs accessible to add at extra expense, which keeps you and your occupants as safe as you can. Leon X-PERIENCE boasts excellent practicality. Plenty of passenger room and spacious boot. Also a lot of extra storage throughout. As it's in accordance with the street estate, Leon X-PERIENCE practicality is impressive, and SEAT claims this car is targeted at lifestyle junkies equally likely to become running a triathlon as taking around the school run. Of course you're prone to see experience stuffed with Tesco carriers or IKEA flat packs instead of snowboards or muddy mountain bikes. Regardless of products to transport, the headline figures still impress with 587 liters of boot space while using seats set up, plus a generous 1,470 liters while using rear seats folded flat. They actually do fold flat too, so longer or larger items sit securely. And accomplishing this cavernous and capacious state is a no-brainer, while using merest pull of the boot-mounted lever dropping the backrest to suit your needs, so there's no have to clamber on the cabin potentially with muddy boots, when the marketeers be believed to remodel it into full-on load lugger. And certainly for those chasing a dynamic lifestyle, the Leon X-PERIENCE is perfectly practical. The all-wheel drive system letting them traverse the odd field about the way towards the mountain bike tracks or ford a river to get towards the sailing club. It goes without saying that you simply add to this practicality having a range of seat accessories including a tow bar, car bike rack or roof bars, which has a variety of adapters specifically directed at securing specialist sports equipment.